Lastly, another way that you find out more about this church is to see that each first Sunday we give away the entire cash collection that is non-pledged monies to an organization that is both connected to us and does the work of justice and compassion in the world. And today we have Lift. I invite Lisa Hembry up to come and speak with us.
I was so inspired by the 10 o'clock service. I think I'm going to be here next Sunday. I've been here a couple of other times for the first Sunday of the new year for the burning bowl ceremony, which I have taken into my practice, and I've introduced a lot of people to it. So, yeah, I feel a connection with you. Can you imagine what your life would be like if you couldn't read? It's very easy to take reading for granted because sometimes we do it almost automatically. We don't feel anxious when we're faced with the task of reading an email or a text message, and life would be very different and extremely difficult if you struggled with understanding how to read. Yet here in Dallas, 1 in 5 of our neighbors of the adult population, that is 20% of the population, cannot read at a functional level. That means they can't read the flyers their children bring home from school, they can't read bedtime stories to their toddlers, and they can't apply for a living wage job because they are unable to search for employment opportunities. One of the primary impacts of illiteracy is poverty, and that's why 38% of the children in our community go to bed starving, hungry every single night. Diabetes, hypertension, and other chronic diseases are rampant among the low literate population, and that's why early mortality is the #1 impact of low literacy. Last year, over 1,100 native English speakers and 2,500 non-English speakers came to Lift for help learning how to read and write. Somehow they found out about us and took the first step toward empowerment. Lift is the only adult basic education provider that offers classes for low-income adults with dyslexia and other learning differences. With the compassion and caring of hundreds of trained volunteers, Lift offers a way out of the darkness for people who never thought they could learn to read. First Unitarian member John Norfleet, where are you, John, is one of our teachers. Also, Andrew Saunders is one of our teachers. John Norfleet has been with us 6 years teaching classes. And also, I'm very proud of 2 of our board members and 1 of our staff members joined me this morning. So I think everybody associated with us can tell you that their experience with Lift is very positive, and it's the highlight of their week. So thank you very much for allowing me to tell you a little bit about Lift, where people have been learning to read since 1961, and where we believe that reading is a human right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, and if you're writing a check, you can write it to First Unitarian, put Lift in the memo line. All non-pledged funds will go to Lift today. We have been greatly blessed, so let us give generously so that the work of literacy and the work against poverty can be done here and beyond. And thank you, Lisa. She sat through everything. We'll see you soon. The offering will be given